Now would you look at that? I knew I'd seen someone scrambling in the mountains.
Yeah, that was me.
What brings you here, my sir?
Whoa, long story.
Who am I? Finn Delires,
Hello, Finn.
apothecarius by my path.
Hey, buddy.
Don't get on my
What? What? What was that? What was... Hey.
Done.
Yay.
I can't make any promises, but...
Finn, the still.
Do something, damn it! Do something! Explosion.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I follow.
What?
Look, I really don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Maybe...
What?
Wait a second. What was that? Oh, shit!
What the? Carbos!
Please don't headshot me. I can't move.
Do something, damn it!
I can't. Oh, what the... How many times is this gonna keep happening?
Now would you look at that?
Hello?
Our mysterious survivor has awoken.
Oh, good morning. Who are you, Jespar?
Jespar Matumiel Delveric.
Oh.
Jespar for short.
Fancy.
And you, my friend, are in my very own campsite.
It's lovely.
And before you ask, yes, the bandits killed both of the apothecary.
I assumed so.
The only reason you're still alive is that the impact of the explosion threw you right into a thicket. Luckily enough, most of your injuries are only superficial.
That's good.
And I've already taken care of them.
Yay.
Your fever, though, is an entirely different story.
Oh, do you know something about my fever?
Suffice it to say, I was on the perimeter. And no, I didn't help for two reasons. One, I was outnumbered like crazy. And two, I'm in a happy relationship with my entrails.
Me too.
I wish I had a more heroic answer for you, but I don't.
Nah, you're good.
Sorry.
Nah, you're good.
Yep, quite a lot, actually. You're suffering from first-degree Arcanist's fever. I'm quite surprised that the old apothecarius didn't see that, to be honest.
Me too
You're
now.
suddenly capable of doing things you previously knew only from the bard songs, right? And you're feeling unusually strong and dizzy at the same time?
Yep.
While drinking herbal potions leaves a, well, kind of a bitter feeling in your head?
Yeah. Huh.
Yep. Your magical talent has broken free inside you.
Ooh.
I don't have any myself, but I've worked together with enough arcanists to know the signs. Simply put, what's happening is that your body can't cope with the magic.
Oh.
This isn't much of a problem at first, but if you don't do anything about it within the next couple of months, you'll find yourself running through the heartland naked, throwing fireballs at everything that moves.
Sounds like a party.
You'll lose your mind, to speak plain and all.
That sounds kind of fun, though.
Yes, of course. Though someone who's magically gifted will always react differently to certain situations than someone who isn't. As I said, some herbs will always worsen your fever, as will magically contaminated areas.
Oh, like that circle thing where I picked up my first spell book. And I was like, what the hell?
Among other things, yes. Just as being magically gifted can make a person powerful, it can also make them sensitive and prone to certain conditions. Just don't overdo it sleeping in ruins or in the wilderness. Instead, set up a camp somewhere. Plus, as you've already said yourself, don't overdo it with potions.
Sounds good. We're learning things. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be long.
That won't help you in the long run. What you need is ambrosia, a special mixture of herbs that can remedy the fever without any side effects. Every good alchemist has that in stock, but it'll cost you.
No.
Visions?
Yeah, those two. I'm seeing the future and shit.
Are you sure? The Enderalian spider plague's known to cause visions in the infected. And if that's what you got in that old temple, you should start digging your grave.
Oh.
Because your body parts will start falling off in a few hours if you don't do something about it.
Uh-oh.
No, nowhere. Because that plague doesn't exist.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea what kind of visions you're talking about, since the only visions I know of are those that come along with a good pipe of peaceweed. But your reaction shows that you were trying to keep something from me. And that's not a good idea if you want my help.
Oh, he knows me.
You know what? Someone has to take care of your fever. And as it happens, I know someone who could.
Oh, really?
Return, I want you to tell me everything. How did you get here? And what did you do in that temple? And what exactly did you see in those visions? I can't put my finger on it, but there's something strange about you. And that makes me curious. So, healing for information. What do you say?
Sounds like a plan. A deal.
Then shoot. I'm eager to listen.
So we're gonna tell him everything. Good.
I understand. My condolences for your loss.
I'm good now.
So that means you somehow survived this execution.
Yep.
And before you got washed ashore, you had this dream? In which you saw burnt bodies and a blinding light.
My father was like, gonna murder me.
I hope so. So your magical outburst didn't happen slowly as it usually does, but all of a sudden after this near-death experience.
Like puberty.
And with it came these visions. Interesting. I guess you know how absurd all this must sound, but somehow I believe you. Heck knows why, but I do. So, that means I'll introduce you to my employer.
Yay!
If anyone can help you, it's him. There is, however, one thing with which I could use a hand.
Oh?
The sooner we get that done, the sooner we can start our journey to Ark.
Send me on the quest, coach. Mint is ready. Mint likes a little adventuring.
Ark? The
Yeah,
capital
where's
of this
Ark?
country? Walls high as towers of iron-hard stone, rest alone in the mountains in granite enthroned, never decaying, the ages surveying, guarded by the Lord, and blah, 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 and so on and so forth.
I like
if
this
you plan
guy.
on staying in this land, sooner or later you'll see it with your own eyes.
This guy is pretty cool.
Well,
Yeah.
aren't you curious?
Who do you work for?
I like that. I work for the Holy Order.
Oh. What? Why?
Yes, but as you might know, this is the realm of Malphas, the guardian of the Lightborn. And here, the Order basically reigns for him. It's both the spiritual and judicial center of this country, so believe me, you'll see for yourself soon enough.
Huh. Okay.
Splendid. There are some things that need some explanation before we can get started, however.
Of course there
Where should I start?
is. Of course.
Take it you've noticed that in the past 2.5 years, this world has fallen into political chaos, right?
Kind
Civil
of.
wars, usurpers everywhere, you name it. And even though Enderal isn't directly affected by these wars going on everywhere, there are strange things happening here too. Take the Watirs, for example. There have been an unusual number of reports of wanderers being attacked by them in the open, which has never happened before.
Huh.
And the same goes for the Lost Ones, the living dead. Until 2 years ago, they were a rather rare magical phenomenon. But now every other corpse not properly cremated starts walking again as if it were the most natural thing to do.
Ooh.
The strangest
Zombies.
thing, however, is what they call the Red Madness.
Red madness, huh?
Yeah, the rumors. I've heard them too. And I could indeed imagine that they're true. And that there's a connection, yes. As I said, maybe. If you ask me, the Lightborn were never more than false gods anyway.
Oh.
Well,
doesn't
they
seem
usually
too
leave the
holy.
thinking to their holy order. And they, of course, deny everything. Even to talk about it as we're doing is considered a crime.
Oh.
But as much as I hate to say it, maybe it's better this way. At least for now. A spiritual crisis is the last thing this country needs at the moment.
Yeah, it
Please
usually
don't
is.
take me as an example. I've seen that a long life is only one of the things powerful magic can achieve. And this whole false deity theory isn't that new, after all.
Yeah.
And seriously, let's say the Lightborn really are as mighty and omnipresent as the revelations say they are. Wouldn't they have the power to magically smite me here and now for my insolence? The Lightborn are just powerful kings. No more, no less. But that's just how I see it. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Not at all. I mean, yeah. I'm still waiting for my smiting. Yeah,
I think we'll get along just fine.
me too.
But we're digressing. Yeah, it's some kind of mental illness that makes people lose their minds.
Oh.
Just a couple of weeks ago, for instance, there was a smith in Ark who slaughtered his entire family.
Oh.
He was drunk, but that doesn't explain why he screamed things like, "Fear the light," while he was doing it. Or a young noblewoman who killed herself by setting her family estate on fire for no apparent reason.
Whoa.
Now, you might say that these kinds of things happen, but by now there have been more than a dozen of them. That and the fact that the possessed's eyes glow red shortly before and during their deed has made people call it the Red Madness.
Makes sense.
And just 3 days ago it happened again. Only this time it was a magister from within the Holy Order itself.
Ooh.
Right, you're not from here. A magister is a kind of sage from the Holy Order who teaches the young novices who are aspiring to become keepers or arcanists. Yarrow was his name, a man who had more than 60 winners on his back.
Huh.
He killed 15 novices and himself.
Oh.
According to the only eyewitness to survive, he entered the teaching room as usual to give a lecture on alchemy. But instead, he gave a strange speech in which he explained that humanity is corrupt, void, as he put it. Then his eyes started glowing, he locked the door, and, well, he tore himself apart with a magical explosion.
Oh,
You
shit.
can imagine the kind of uproar that caused.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds awful.
Well, I'm not exactly one for vows and austerity, so no, I'm no keeper. I guess you could say my specialty is recovering things that have been lost. Treasures, tomes, memories, and the like.
Indiana
And the Order
Jones?
hired me to do exactly that. They want to know how a highly intelligent man like Yarrow could fall victim to the Red Madness. And also if there's a discernible pattern to how this malady, or whatever it is, chooses its victims.
So who are you, Jespar? Are you the loose cannon that doesn't follow the laws?
True, but that's irrelevant. Yarrow grew up in a small village named Riverville, which isn't far
Hey.
from here. And according to some of the other wardens, he visited this area quite often after his partner's death. So it's quite possible we could find some clues around
Probably.
here. Shards of his past, if you like. I've already searched most of the area, but a second pair of eyes wouldn't hurt. What do you think?
Sounds like a
Well,
plan.
for starters, I need you to travel to Riverville and talk to an old man named Alfred. He was a childhood friend of Yarrow's, and he might be able to tell us something worthwhile.
Okay.
Secondly, a boy from the village told me that he saw Yarrow throw something into the water near a cliff to the east.
Oh.
Go there and see if you can find whatever it was he wanted to get rid of. I myself will have a look at the house Yarrow grew up in. Here, this is a map of the region. The blue dot over here is Yarrow's old house. And at the risk of sounding heartless, you should head back to the apothecary's camp. Maybe the bandits left behind some equipment.
Probably. Good thinking.
If there's nothing else, I'd say off we go. Let's shed some light on this Yarrow and his motivations. Meet me at his old house when you're ready. I'll be waiting there.
On the one hand, he became a man, and despite his tender age, I don't think he ever noticed how much that hurt me.
I didn't know about his companion's fate, to be honest. Irony of fate, isn't it? Murdered by those you wanted to help.